Korean husband.
Hi, I'm Nicola.
Hi, I'm Hugh.
We are from the My Korean Husband blog, and we did a video recently called K-pop, K-dramas, and reality.
Yes.
And so speaking about Korean dramas, in this video we're going to go through a bunch of questions that people have asked. Is it something that actually happens in Korea, or is it just something in a Korean drama? First question, which is a question about, are teenagers really that awkward around the opposite sex? So you would have seen this in a lot of Korean high school dramas, how sort of like awkward and like can't even talk to boys or girls and that type of thing. What I've heard from teachers, English teachers in Korea, is that things can be more awkward like that because people don't have time to date, they're studying the whole time. So there is some truth in it, but not to the extent of Korean dramas. It also depends where you live. So for example, you in the countryside where you had a lot more, time, were people more promiscuous in your school?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just leave it at that. So I think there's also a correlation between how much people have to study and how much time they have to date with like how they're interacting with opposite sex.
I think once they get to university, they will not be like this.
Yeah, they're not awkward like that. I think there's studies that have shown that people that enter university in Korea, they might enter being not very experienced in a certain way, and then by the end that's fine.
Master.
Maybe not that. And also Korean TV is more conservative, so that's why some of those dramas are like that. They're not showing a realistic relationship because there's old people at the top being like, no, young people don't have sex, what are you talking about? In Korean dramas, when a character commutes by bus and they miss their stop, they just shout to the driver and then they get off the bus anywhere in the middle of the road. Does this actually happen in real life?
Not really.
I think this is just a drama trope that like the character's got to get off the bus, so they do it like that.
Yes. Because if you say that, then the bus driver will scold you. No, you should wait until
There's
next
some bus
station.
drivers that really scold you in Korea.
Yeah. Sometimes they do, but it's not normal.
Not normal to get off the bus
Normal.
like that.
It's not normal to do it.
Yeah. In the US, companies frown upon employees using their phones while on the clock. In K-dramas, they're quick to answer their cell and they leave and all that type of thing. Is this something that actually happens in Korea, that you can use your phone and you can run out to save the girl in the middle of work?
Not really.
What is the first love thing, even if it was just a brief time together as children? Do you think Korea has this obsession with first love just as much as maybe any other country does? And it's just a good storyline to have.
So everyone has a feeling to go back to the first love. So
not me. But I think in general, a lot of countries have this thing.
Yeah, that's why they make this storyline everywhere like that.
Yeah. So it's a drama trope. Why do people get sick all the time from being in the rain or from being upset? Does this actually happen in Korea?
I think so. Like a few days ago, my friend went out at night and it was raining. Everyone wondered about him and you got sick because you were in the rain.
Culturally, there's an association with getting sick from being in the rain or being upset, so it's written into the dramas like that, where they really do get sick like that, or they're in hospital like that.
Sometimes people are really sick after. Yeah, because I think of the rain and you get wet.
You get cold and your immune system goes down.
And also your body temperature get low and that kind of problem.
In Korean dramas, children are literally abandoned and it's okay. I've seen this in a couple of K-dramas where the kids are living alone and nobody thinks twice. Does this actually happen in Korea?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I don't know about really young children, but definitely middle school and high schoolers can be left alone by their parents, because I think in Korea there is more of this culture where people like get a lot of debt. There's a lot of ways to get a lot of debt in Korea and then they run away, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about the debt thing in Korea in another video, but you've seen this type of thing happen before, right? When you were growing up and
Yeah, some of my friends' friend's father just left when he was elementary school student. And also sometimes in that situation that like their parents just disappeared because of the debt or something, and their grandmom or grandpa, they just look after them. But when they pass away, then they just leave themselves.
So it's very normal to grow up being looked after by your grandparents in Korea. That's very normal, but of course the problem is if the grandparents are very old and something happens to them.
Actually, I grew up with my grandmother.
when you were quite young?
When I was 2.
Yeah,
When I was 6.
Yeah.
I think about 4 years when I was baby.
And that wasn't because your parents left, that was because your father was very sick.
And also my parents were so poor at that time, so they didn't have time to look after me. So I was away from my parents, and I saw my parents like once a year. So when I came back from my grandmom, I didn't feel like my parents are my parents. Yeah, but I'm fine now. Yeah.
Why do they always need a second male lead, and why does he never get the girl? Is there a drama with no second male lead but still a love story? Alright, this is just a drama trope, right?
Yeah, it is.
People love the love triangle. So it's not like all relationships like that in Korea. Excuse me, where is my second lead? Are there so many long lost spouses, kids that suddenly appear like in the dramas?
I think it does.
It does happen sometimes in Korea. I mean, it's not happening to every family, but you hear of stories that actually happen.
So some of my friends has that kind of situation.
So their parents like weren't there and then came back years later.
Yes, they don't have money, so you know, like when we have like little big debt or that
so
kind
people
of
are
stuff,
running away like that.
they fail their business.
Yeah.
They run away and they
might
make
come
money
back
and they
later.
come back
They
later
might come
like
back
that.
later. Yeah. So yes, culturally in Korea that might actually happen more. Also because Korea's been through a lot of turmoil, so rapidly becoming a developed country.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of reasons to do with poverty that people might have been separated. So I think the real reasons might be a little bit different from what they say in the dramas, but there's definitely that can happen in Korea.
Yes.
As an American, it amuses me that so many problematic characters in Korean dramas are shipped off to the US as a way to get rid of them. How realistic is that?
Yeah, if they are rich.
If they're rich, then that's pretty realistic. Okay, what about doctors divulging personal information to family members and strangers without their consent?
I don't think that's really happened much.
I think it's a drama trope. That they have to have that information, you know, to this person, give this to this person, so that's why they write it like that. But it doesn't mean that doctors are telling the information of all the patients to everybody in Korea.
No.
This is a question about ethnic minorities being shown in Korean dramas, so that often you'll see like a Japanese tourist or something, but Korea actually has a lot of Chinese tourists, but they're not seen in dramas that much. This is a really, really good point, and I think it's a big flaw in Korean dramas that they're not showing the Chinese that are in Korea, and they're not showing all the Chinese tourists that, you know, that we're getting so much money from. So I think it's something dramas need to change. What do you think?
I think so.
In Korean dramas, do men really like to be called oppa and girls really like to be carried on their backs? Is that true? Okay, yes, guys want to be called oppa. That's completely normal culturally. I find a lot of Korean guys that don't live in Korea anymore don't want to be called oppa anymore. But if you're in, yeah, remember you didn't like it that much when we were outside of Korea. Then we came back to Korea and you're like, oh, I want to be called oppa all the time.
No, I want to be called oppa.
Okay.
That's why even though they are a lot younger than me, like my friends, I just tell them to call me oppa, like 큰 oppa, like big brother.
Big brother. So yes, that's very normal, and guys get a nice feeling from being called oppa. What about the piggyback ride thing?
Yeah.
Sometimes, and yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, of course.
It's seen as a romantic thing that can actually happen in real life.
But actually it's quite hard to do the piggyback ride.
It shows how much you like the girl. Are boys really that persistent and extremely nice, making big things for the girls they like? Yes, a lot of the time that is actually true. In Korean dating culture, there's a thing called event. Like you plan an event for your girlfriend, and that's completely normal in dating. So if you're dating a Korean guy, then at some point he might be doing something and going like ta-da, there's balloons and flowers and
yes, it depends on guys, but lots of Korean guys do this.
Yeah.
And we have so many celebrate days.
Yeah, like rose day, chocolate day.
100 days, 200 days,
300
days, 1 year,
days.
birthday, and then every 14th in a month, there's some special day as well.
Yeah.
So, like being Korean guy,
what girls expect is
needs
a lot.
so much money.
So yes, culturally in dating culture in Korea, yes, it's quite normal to do something quite big for a girl. Is it common to hang up the phone without saying goodbye?
Yes.
Completely normal. You don't say goodbye, see you later, talk to you, you go, ah.
But it doesn't need to, because it means like everything, like 잘 자, 잘 자.
Yeah, this is a really, really
goodbye.
big cultural difference to English. So yes, Koreans will just hang up without saying goodbye. Is the blind date industry a real thing? Do families arrange marriages? Especially if you're rich. A
Yes.
lot of arranged marriages for rich people. Even if you're not rich, you can meet somebody and have a blind meeting with the intention of getting married. So if you're 30 and you're like, I really want to get married, I don't want to like date someone for 2 years, and the slow way that we do it in Western culture, what they will do is they will get either their friends or an agency will set them up on a blind date. They pretty much say right away, I'm looking for a partner to get married with, I want kids, I want this is what I'm like, and they will date with the intention of hopefully getting married at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called son.
Because marriage is so important in Korea, and it's important as an adult to get married culturally.
Yeah.
People will be very upfront that they want to get married. So agencies cater for this, and it's not a bad thing to walk around saying, I want to get married, I want to get married. Like friends will say, I want to get married, please introduce your friends to me.
Yeah.
Okay, we answered a lot of questions that people have. Please leave your questions in the comment section and we'll try to get through them and maybe shine a new light on Korean dramas, what things actually happen in Korea and what things don't. So,
don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
check out the comics on the blog and online webtoon, and we'll see you later. Bye!
Bye!